Hi, my name is Greg Owens. I am the teacher of our chapel leadership class here at Kansas City Christian and the creative director behind our worship album that we've produced this year in class. And I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about the background of this album and how it came to be. I'm so excited for everyone to hear this and hear the beauty of the creation that these students are able to communicate through these songs. This has been a project that's been in the works for about a year now, maybe a little bit over a year. And it is all student written, all student performed and recorded. And I'm just so excited for everyone to hear that. And throughout our class, we're able to go through the songwriting process of lyrics and music and the spiritual formation that happens in worship. So we went into the studio where we recorded, we edited, mixed, did all of that, and the students worked so hard over the course of just a couple days to get everything laid down and just put their heart and soul, so much time and so much energy, so much prayer went into this album, and I'm super proud of everything they were able to accomplish through everything that we've experienced this year.
The maker of the stars above us is the keeper of my heart.
For the song Center of It All, it started off at Mr. Owens' house one night for a worship night. We were kind of just doing, we were just playing around, and the main riff, I just started playing the main riff on my guitar, and it just kind of came about that way. And I just started playing that, and then Harrison started adding cajon to it, and Kate picked it up on her violin and started playing that, and that's kind of where it all started.
Yeah, so we took that riff, we kept playing it for a few weeks and knew we wanted to make a song out of it, and then finally we put words to it. We were at his house just jamming, and Macy Howard actually gave us a list of lyrics she wrote, and she had a dream about writing for this song. So we took those, kind of put our own spin on it, changed a few things, but kept like the basic just like praiseful message of the song and vibe of it, and just put words to it. And yeah, that's basically how that song formed.
Beautiful name trampled and worn. On your grave things are constantly sworn.
Like, the reason I wrote my song is because I just like taking a step back and looking at like kind of the world around us and people that I know. Ultimately, like, what you let rule your heart is what's gonna break it. So like if you're constantly letting like the morals of the world be in charge of like your heart and commanding what you do, that's what's going to break your heart. And then like especially like with yourself, because I feel like that's something that's really prevalent in our society today. It's like we have a very self-centered kind of outlook on life, and so like we'll always just let ourselves down too. So like our hearts really should belong to God, and until like our heart gets there, it's just going to continuously like be broken.
So much more than all of my dreams.
Everything else falls away when your love breaks through.
I wrote the lyrics, or at least part of the lyrics of my song when I was in Colorado with my grandma. And then 2 weeks later, my grandma unexpectedly passed away. And so the chorus of my song says, everything else falls away when your love breaks through. And I wrote that after my grandma passed away, when I was in that time of like deep grief. And I was just inspired to write that because I felt like even though I was in so much pain and like it was just a really rough period of time in my life, when I was like with the Lord and in His presence and just like in communion with Him, like all of that would fall away and all I would feel was His love. And so I just wanted to encourage others.
We take refuge, break the bonds of the enemy.
Hear Me, and it's about God hearing our cries and ultimately like trusting in Him in the hard times. And I was going through kind of a difficult time, and I just really needed like to make sure like God that was hearing my prayers, and ultimately like I just needed to decide to like trust in Him because trust is a choice. And so I feel like this song would really relate to a lot of people. That's pretty cool.
Have your way, and I will trust in you.
Can't put one foot in front of the other. Can't see what your plan is for me. Can't understand all the pieces in front of me. But all I know is you're here beside me. So
my song is about trusting the Lord. I was in a time where I felt really overwhelmed by everything, and so I just was in a vulnerable place of not knowing what to do or what the right choices to make were. And so the song is just about trusting the Lord through all of that and letting Him guide my path and praising Him through it all.
Yeah. I'm gonna write in where you want me to come in just so.
I had to wake up at 3 today, so it was great. I got 5 hours.
These are different chords than I'm playing.
Just talk to Macy.
Okay. Macy!
Went for so long.
Here's and
You're doing some kind of walk.
Just do that?
Yeah. When we come in, I mean, you can.
But it's just gonna be me anyways.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we're not gonna be able to hear in our.
So you're playing all the root notes,
So
right?
there should be some.
I don't know. Tell me what to play.
You're okay. So like when it says G, you play G, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cause I feel like it.
That's what I was trying to
Yeah, you're right. That's what you're doing.
Yep.
I think for me, I learned that when it comes to like producing and stuff, I'm not as particular as I thought that I would be. I thought that I'd be very like, I guess like a perfectionist and just like want everything to be perfect. And I just learned that like, I guess I'm not that way, and also that like it makes the experience so much more enjoyable if you're just very relaxed and just kind of like kind of what Gigi was saying, but just kind of like let what's gonna happen and like allow that to kind of be creative. And I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah.
Right, I'm really excited for other people to just hear their reactions to the songs and to hear other people worship with our songs. I think that'll be really neat.
Yeah, I'm excited for people to just also hear our songs, and hopefully they will be inspired by what they hear to just grow deeper in their relationship with God.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear people's responses to the songs, and hopefully, kind of like what Emily said, inspire them to tap into their imagination. I learned that the unexpected can happen because I did not know that I was going to be leading one of the songs, and then the next day I walked in with a song and I had no idea that I was going to be recording it and have it on the album. So I learned that fun things can happen that you don't expect.
Yeah, I'm really excited to let others hear what we've been working on for so long. I feel like we've been like singing and just hearing each other's songs for so long, and everyone else hasn't yet. So it's going to be exciting to see everyone's reaction and how the Lord works through these songs.
Yeah, I mean, just all the time and effort we spent over this past few months putting this together. I don't think people really realized how much like work it takes to fully write an album like that. And just it made it a lot easier working with people that are so talented and like God gifted in writing lyrics and putting together music. But I'm just excited to see how it impacts people, and hopefully it can get to the most people.
Yeah, I'm really excited too, just to see how these songs turn out with all the effort and energy we've put into it, and to just see like people's reactions out of it, and hopefully get good reactions from people and maybe change their lives through our music.
Amen.
We hope that you enjoy this album. We hope that it helps you to draw closer to Jesus and that it's a blessing to you. My hopes are not just for you, but even for the artists that were a part of the album, that they are able to grow in their own spiritual journey and in their own relationship with Christ through this process. A humongous thank you to all of the parents that helped, that gave financially, that made this album possible. And of course also to our amazing producer and the guy who did all the mixing and the mastering on our tracks, Jesse Roberts, his wife Leah Roberts, for letting us invade your home for a couple days and doing all of the work on this on the back end for us. We are so appreciative of you as well. Thank you all, and God bless.